lacrosse teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh, a heck of a move. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. His throw incomplete. The Lions at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Around he caught. It's St. Brown. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. One of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide?
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Young to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Spinning away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Play action. It's Goff. Finds Gibbs on a check down. A nice little juke. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. They'll go again with Gibbs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was. As you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
And you can bet when they were in that huddle, there was definitely some urgency because I'm sure they were saying to each other, we got to push this one in right now so we don't have to run this on 4th down, and there'll be extra bodies in the hole. That's excellent work there at the point of attack. All it takes is one little crease as he fights his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of depth.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively. In terms, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Young on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't put in.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Now 3rd down and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. That throw by Young incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Young will set to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Young. That is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Julian Okwara in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Young. And connecting here with DJ Shark. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down. 3rd down, Young from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It fights him off. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. O.J. Howard as the first half is winding down.
And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Young. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back.
And now the rookie's free.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Jonathan Mingo.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out.
Breaks through the contact.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the side.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
13 yards, first down, Panthers.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
It's Young off play action. Steps away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Off the play fake, Young. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Bryce Young.
His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Panthers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's Raymond bringing it out.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy first and foremost.
And now off to the races, down the right side. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with Gibbs.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. It's kind of an interesting decision. One-score game, third quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On second down, Young again. Open man is Mingo, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Young. And that's complete to Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. It'll be Young again. Eluding the pressure right. And this one too low.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Here is Young. That is caught. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down, and the Lions will take over. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3. Another run for Gibbs here. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And quickly, they get to the line. Young to throw it.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready.
To throw, Young. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
A 2nd down throw for Young. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Slide 2. Black Ultra.
Again, it's Young.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll find Thielen on the right side. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
On 1st and 10, Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Buying time to his left. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Young. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he will have a Lions 1st down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now it's gone. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Now gone.
That is caught by Laporta.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game.